In this video, we're gonna create interactive 3D portfolio website with amazing coding agent. I also show you how to optimize your own workflow and become more efficient, and you don't need any services. Now you can create them by your own. So I was casually scrolling X and I found this post, and this immediately caught my attention because it's about characters. And you know, on my channel, I show a lot of workflow, how with AI create 3D characters very fast, and it hit me. Why not create a cool website like a carousel where you guys will be able to check each character I created, what tools I used, video about it, and even get source files. And more fun, I will show you how to do that because I got access to an amazing new tool called Verdent that even outperformed Claude Code by SWE bench. Could you believe that? Let's get started. Okay, so Verdent available for VS Code and JetBrains, but they also have desktop application which I gonna use in this video, since for beginners that's definitely the base choice, and I show you some amazing unique thing about it. But before we start doing 3D portfolio, I want to show you how to quickly create something useful for your workflow. For example, I prepared this prompt. I just dictated my thoughts to ChatGPT and it gave me this. I'm gonna open Verdent, create new project like here, and I'm gonna use this prompt. Basically, I'm asking at a local Next.js app or just web app that will use GLTF transform library, which I use all the time. So I can just drag and drop my GLB models and optimize them through website without need to coding or go elsewhere. Super often I need to drop GLB and get back GLB with same textures but in WebP to save in size. Like for example, when I add models to my 3D AI arena. This is quite simple, folks, so let's just run it as it is. We're gonna use Claude Opus 4.5, which is the best. I absolutely love this model. I created whole top 3D AI using this model. Just few things that are really cool here is that you can connect it to your GitHub, and you can also create new workspaces. While you have one task running, you can create new workspace for another task that will create another branch, and you can develop stuff in parallel. That is absolutely cool. I suggest to use it when you already built a base, but this is absolutely amazing find, since when I work on top 3D AI, I have a lot of tasks and it's very inconvenient to do in Cursor since it does code conflicts, but here it's different. And another cool thing that while my agent working on it, I can go and create another project. Gonna select the folder, create new project while cooking another one. Here we're gonna use another prompt that I prepared that basically describes my basic idea, right? And we're gonna, of course, drop the screenshot, and basically that's my way of communicating with agents, just spamming them with images. So the prompt is to create a scene and a cards so we can sort of change characters. However, I understand that I need to prepare data myself, so I prepared a folder where there is like result GLB. So I'm gonna also do a screenshot of that so it gets the idea what's inside my folder. Also, I'm gonna drop information about me. This prompt, by the way, is also from ChatGPT, but before we implement, we're gonna choose agent mode to plan, and you'll see what will happen next. It is okay if you don't know all the details that you might need to create, because the cool thing about Verdent agentic approach is that it analyzes and double check itself. While it's preparing the plan, we can go and check on our optimizer. And this guy cooking very hard. It's already 6 minutes past, and we can see he created plenty of files. The whole project is nearly there. And we can see the notification. We can go back. So we have the whole plan and the button to build. But let's review the plan. It even prepared me a diagram. I don't really get a lot of it, but I can see it suggests a lot of pages. I don't really need a lot of pages, so we're gonna address it. Let's check else. Okay, it suggested some data. Cool. Now let's tell him what to adjust. So what we're gonna do now is, I'm pretty okay with your plan, but I don't need that much pages. I really need one entry screen where there will be just mentioning about who I am, that is my portfolio, my thumbnail, let me know where to put the thumbnail, in which folder. It might be in a circle, cropped, and there might be a button, enter portfolio. When we enter the portfolio, then we see a character taking 60% of the left side, and on the right side there must be a card, and under card there might be button left to right to change the character. Character should be fit by whole height of a screen and running animation, and the whole space might be pure black, maybe with some particles and white grid. and the character that we can rotate. That's pretty much all I need. And later I will also drop the information about my characters. All right. That's how it works now. Let's run it. And here's the cool thing I never seen before. It asks me the questions and allow me options. For entry screen thumbnail, circle crop profile, where would you prefer to place it? Public images, thumbnail, PNG. Okay, I'll choose let me upload it later, just prepare the placeholder. For 3D character viewer, should the character auto-rotate slowly? No, I don't want it to auto-rotate. Only rotate on user interaction. For the white grid floor, do you want it infinity fading out or defined visible? Yes, I like infinite grid fading into black. The particles in the background, what style do you prefer? Floating dust sparkles, star dots. I go with floating sparkle. Let's submit and let it cook. Alright, we do have updated plan, and look, it even created some visual representation of proportions, which I actually asked. Cool, something that I don't understand, but this one I understand. This is how we will describe stuff, but I show you how to make it even easier. Alright, of course, if you are experienced in this is super cool and you can control all the steps. And that's how I think it should be soon. We will become all architects. Let's finally build it. Alright, and our first project is already completed. Let's just open it. And we see the developments open localhost to check it out. Right, so here we go. Inspector, optimize, export. Okay, let's load the model first. Okay, so here we go. We can see and inspect what's happening in the scene without even opening Blender. How cool is that? We can even switch the objects. We can even control some materials. I'm not sure if I asked that, but that's cool. Look, and most importantly, we can go optimized. Web mobile max compression. Do we want to compress something? Let's say we want to compress mesh opt web p. I will choose quality like 85 and max size let it be 1K and some additional optimization. Let's press optimizing model and I think it should, oh yeah. No, that's crazy. So it optimized it like from 49 megabyte to 500 kilobyte. But I think that's because of mesh optimization. If we choose none and be very careful with the mesh, yeah, still crazy. That's how I do this. So I drop the model. Usually I use 2K or 4K to prepare model for Top 3D Arena. And you can just download it. And you don't need to pay anyone. And I created it just within 15 minutes. Let's move to the portfolio. Okay, so we can see everything is created, project complete. We can close this window. Now I think it's time to drop the information and review the result. So here's what I prepared. I just prepared like what I created, what tools I used, YouTube link. Of course, AI will not be able to find it right now. I just copy all of this and put it here. I think it will understand what I want from this information. Okay, so we can see it basically filled all the information like this, and that's amazing. And I guess now it's time to run the project. Run project. Oh, thankfully he still understands me. All right, the server is running. Let's open it. Okay, so we're gonna need to update this, and let's press enter portfolio. Add GLB files to model. That's true. Let's go and do that. I'm gonna go and open it in Explorer so I can drag and drop public models it say, and let's just copy the models I prepared. And in images, I think I need to put my thumbnail. Okay, I just added thumbnail to images folder and I added models. Make sure everything will work now. So here you can see it actually found the thumbnail and changed the code to get thumbnail JPEG instead of PNG. And also it found the models that I added and went to fix some path. So it actually does it correct. So I don't have to do that at all since it has access to all of this. Now we can open it again. Now it looks way better. I like the animation, my YouTube. Enter the portfolio. Let's go. And here we go. All right, immediately I think that we can improve that. The animation is there, but it should be bigger and the whole tab must be on top of 3D viewer. So let's do a screenshot and put it here and actually complain a little bit. So I don't like that the right card is on black instead of like of 3D viewer. It should be on top of 3D viewer. The model is very small. It should fit by height. And every time we change the character, it should refit it so it is zoomed normally by height. Please fix that. And while it does fixing, since we use Next.js, we can go back and we already can see that it start to implement some changes, and we can see it works. Okay, we can see how it changed things. I want like to YouTube be not a button, but a thumbnail with preview. I want YouTube link to not be a button, but a YouTube thumbnail, like a card, so they can see preview of that video. Also, I don't like pure dark style. Let's make grid orange like on my avatar, and also let's do some orange styling. Card can be a little bit bigger. All right, and last changes are made. Let's review the result. So I additionally asked like to add some orange styling. Let's press enter portfolio, and here we go. How cool is that? We do have the YouTube thumbnail, we have list of all tools, time and description, and the link to source files. We can change the model, and here we go. How cool is that? Okay, so this is the recent model we created on live stream. Definitely take a look. Here is another model that I created, some unpublished experiments, and a model from my another video. I think I will actually publish it, and you can test it by yourself, and the link will be under the video. And all of this we created in just 20 minutes. The interaction is very easy. Just do a screenshot or say what you want to fix, and that's it. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe, and see you in the next video.